Hey guys, this is Roger from Tree Life Tree Service, and we had a good day today. I did a couple estimates, sold a few jobs, and we got a lot of firewood split. Josh was able to block up 3 or 4 baskets, and I split about 2 full totes of firewood, and it only took me like about 45 minutes. So we have a package today. I usually use sets of rings. I got like 4 or 5 sets of rings, anywhere from like 2 foot to 6 foot. But sometimes a set of rings isn't always the best answer. Sometimes a set of rings you can't get enough wraps or to get the slack out for a false crotch. I was using a pair of rings the other day. I couldn't find my long one, so I had to deal with it with a medium pair. And so Phil told me about this little setup he had, and I saw it, and so I decided to get it. This is the get my glasses on here. Let's see. Got 2 things in here. This is the Notch X Rigging Ring 10X Whoopy Sling. So basically it's a whoopee sling with a built-in false crotch. Like it's a ring whoopee sling. So if you guys are familiar with whoopee slings, basically this is very similar, except it has the eye on the end. So basically you can put this ring through the hole, put this around the tree, and then here, and then you tighten it up like that, so you can squeeze the this little false crotch setup tight around the tree. And I think it goes up to 6 feet. So, and this is I think it's good. It's 60 kN. It said on there it's like 1,700 or 2,000, almost 2,000 pounds. I think this ring is actually stronger than the rope. But yeah, if you're hauling any more than 2,000 pounds, you need to go to the next size up. But this is going to be good for. So look how small this thing is. Like you can actually carry this up with you like even if you're climbing. And this is going to give you. You can put it through the crotch, or you can use it as a false crotch and just put it around the tree, just like a whoopee sling. It's just a whoopee sling with the eye on it. So this is going to give me a lot better tactical advantages, because I can take this up in the bucket truck, and I mean 6 feet is a big tree. So I'm going to be able to basically use this for like 99% of all my rigging. And then you can still use sets of rings for smaller stuff, but once you get down to the blocking the logs, this is going to work awesome. And it was only 89 bucks. And then figure $100 with tax and shipping and all that. And then I got one. Let's see, what else did I get? I just got some more iPhone jacks. So these are just little iPhone, because I have a bunch of USB plugs built in. So these are nice, because I showed you the other day. I think this is just an extra set. Like if someone comes over and wants to plug their phone in, just plug it in the USB, which is like directly into my plug now, and then they don't have all this extra cable everywhere. Anyway, back to the tree stuff. What were those? Those were like 10 bucks. And this is, I think, D-rings. Carabiners. And there was, how many is there? There's a 5-pack of carabiners for $36.90. And what's cool about these, I got a variety pack, so each one is a different color. If you get a bunch of the same color and the same exact carabiner, they don't have an identity. So I like to use because I think they're all about the same thing. They're just different colors. Let's see what the can is. Does it say? They're aluminum. I'm gonna have to open one up because it doesn't. It's all in Chinese. Okay, it's 25 KN this way and 8 KN that way. And then a KN is like 200 and what is it? I just say 220. It's close to 225 pounds. Multiply that. And usually I don't use more than probably 400 or 500 pounds on one of these things. I use it for the lightweight stuff, but they're nice. They have the screw on, which I kind of prefer sometimes. Every once in a while they get sticky, and then that's when you don't like them. These are all screw on type. So I also too think they're a little less expensive because sometimes they get sticky and they're hard to deal with. But I usually just that's the reason I like the colored coated ones, because say you're up in your bucket or you're climbing and you got a couple of these on your gear, and if you have one that sticks a little bit, say you're in a situation where you just can't deal with one, say, oh man, that's a sticky one, I'm going to go ahead and grab the black one because the orange one sticks, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot to take that off my belt. You don't have to sit there and mess with the one that you think might have a sticky issue. You can go ahead and grab something else. So same with my ropes. I like to have all my ropes. I never buy the same color rope if possible. Like if I have a true blue, they make true blues in 3 or 4 or 5 different colors. So I'll get a true blue, and then I'll get, even if it's the same exact size, same exact everything, I'll try to get a true blue with red in it, or yellow or red and white. I never get the same color rope because each rope is used for different things. And so say you get a little snag in one and you don't feel comfortable with it, so you can use it for just pulling trees over. So you never want to be using a bunch of say they have a bunch of true blues, which is basically this color here. This is almost like a true blue type color. I had the guy one of the best climbers I know. He was about 10 or 15 years older than me, and he had a situation where he was climbing on a true blue, and they were roping on a true blue, and it was late in the day. He was tired, and he tied into the wrong rope, and needless to say, he fell, and he broke his back and his legs, and never recovered. So it's just one of those stories that's very sad, and it's always reminded me that just not to be complacent, and always try to take precautions. And one of those precautions is try to never have the same color rope for rigging as your climb line. So even no matter how good you get, you always have to be safe and never be complacent. So you guys, that's a recommendation. Don't go out there with a bunch of the same color ropes. Every time you buy a rope, each one should be a different color and should have an identity, and that way you can identify each rope depending on what you use it for: climb line, pull over, blocking big logs, whatever you use them for. You know exactly what it's used for, and you know what those ropes have been through, and you know when to get rid of them, and know when to use them for scrap, or know when to use them for different jobs. And that way when you slowly degrade them, you're not using them for lifelines or anything that's dealing with injury or death to a climber or somebody that You're just not using them to haul people around. You're just using them basically to pull trees over and drag branches off the road and stuff like that. So anyway, the link is in the description for both of these items. I have something similar coming that's stronger than this, so if I have something that's over 1,700 pounds, I'm gonna head and switch to that one. But this is going to be awesome. This is going to replace a lot of my rings and stuff that I use, and it's just going to give me one more tool in the arsenal to take down trees safely, and it's going to be a lot tighter, and it's going to be a lot better on my ropes, because sometimes when you're using rings, sometimes they're too loose and you get a lot of slop, so you have more fall, and sometimes they're too tight, so the rope is actually touching the tree and your friction is basically ruining your ropes. This here is going to be a lot easier on my ropes, and I'm not going to have that much friction. It's never going to be touching the tree on the bark or anything, at least enough not to burr it up. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, crush the like button, and we'll be bringing you more tree stuff for tree guys to help us to make our jobs safer, easier, and lives a little better. So happy holidays, and we'll see you on the next one.